Hello, my beautiful friends. Here I am again. Did you miss me? Don't mind me. As you are probably figuring out, I'm a little bit silly sometimes. Just one of the many facets of my personality. I crack myself up all the time because I figure, if nobody else is gonna laugh at my jokes, at least I can laugh at them. Anyways, I felt really strongly prompted to play a song for you today, so I'm gonna do that for you. I just kind of arranged it, I guess. So if I make mistakes, that's why I just started kind of playing it today. It's not a melody that I wrote. The song is actually one that I grew up with, and it came into my heart today, and I think it kind of has to do with the fact that it is Easter weekend, and I've been meditating on what the gift of Jesus coming down to earth and paying the debt for us for all our different sins, what that really means as far as like the definition of true love, like it's making me emotional. And after everything I've gone through, I'm okay with showing you guys my emotions, absolutely. And these tears are just tears of like thankfulness. Where would we be without Jesus and his sacrifice and his example of what real true love is, and for making a way for us to also follow in his footsteps and experience that level of love and joy and peace and connection to God. And like, it's just, if you really meditate on it, it's astounding. It is truly astounding. And thank goodness for Easter time, because it makes us, remember and think about it. But I'm being judged a little bit in my spirit that, sometimes we get so wrapped up in our lives that we forget what's really important, and I can see how I have a tendency to do that. I'm sure everybody else does too. It's like we all deal with a lot in our lives, and we can get so wrapped up in that, or so kind of just caught up in the emotions and feelings and everything that go along with that we forget what really matters in life and what our true purpose is and why we've been put here. For me, the reason I've been put here is to learn and through that learning then to share what I've learned with others and wake them up and bring healing to their pain, the same way that I've kind of brought healing to my own pain. So it's just really good to take that time. I would encourage all of you to take some time to yourself in silence. I know that sometimes, like say maybe when you're in your car by yourself, the tendency is to turn on music because we just don't want to be alone with our thoughts, because we know there's a lot there that we'd have to face and deal with. And so we just turn on distractions. Like if there's things that you're not dealing with in life, or you don't want to, you're scared of it, then that is very, very typical. It's all about avoid, find any way to not have to deal with that. But I would encourage you to go there, because without taking that time, there's no growth, and your life will never change. It's just going to be stuck at one spot forever. And that is as depressing as it sounds. But it doesn't have to be that way. So take the time to turn off the distractions and to go by yourself. You don't have to take anybody else with you. It's better if you're by yourself, so there's no one distracting you, and just think and meditate and dig into your heart and into like your intuition and what God has for you, you know? And if you do that, if you take that time, it's not nearly as scary as your ego is making it seem. I mean, there might be stuff that's hard to face, but just realize that you have all the strength that you need in order to handle it and overcome it. So, if you truly desire to change your life, you got to do that work. And you got to take that time and take a good hard look at yourself and see what needs to change. And we all have things to change. I know I do. I've gone through a lot of healing, but recently, like, I felt like I was kind of that there was things I was needing to see about myself, but I couldn't clearly see them. And I'm still discovering them, you know, other things like, where do I have, you know, codependent tendencies or tendencies to get so wrapped up or overwhelmed by the emotions of life that I allow them to kind of slow me down or lose my focus, you know, like, so we all have things. Like, I think maybe some of you, I don't know, it's just the sense I've got, that some of my viewers might go, oh, well, you know, Katie's so amazing, like, she must have it so easy, like, she's done all the work and there's, you know, like, it's not hard, like, but the reason I'm at this place and in such a joyful, peaceful, amazing, bold, brave energy is because I did that work. And it was painful and it was hard and it still is, but I'm here to tell you that it gets easier and that your life improves a millionfold if you do the work. So quit stalling and just dive in and do it. You know, it's so worth it. I had no idea that I had this message to share with you, but again, like, as I've shared in some of my videos, I just kind of turn on the video camera and let the messages flow, whatever is given to me to say. So apparently some of you needed to hear that. So that's the little precursor to the song that I'm actually going to play, because I kind of went off on a tangent there. So the song itself is one that is from my younger years. Many of my followers will recognize it, and some of you will not, and that's totally fine. But it's one that popped into my head, and it is a song of surrender. As far as I know, so it was written by a woman by the name of Ingrid Bekkevold from Norway. And if I'm remembering correctly, she wrote this song right after, like, having lost a son or something. At least that's how I'm remembering the story as it was told to me. If I'm not remembering that correctly, then please somebody, you know, make a comment and let me know. But if I'm remembering correctly, then she had just gone through a very hard loss. And yet, in that place, this song came out. So I'm going to play the melody of it in a bit, but I actually wanted to read the words to you guys, so that you know what the words are that are supposed to go along with the melody. I believe that she wrote both the words and the melody. And for that high level overview of what it's about surrender and thankfulness, not only in the good times, but also and especially in the bad times or the hard times, you know. So there's 3 verses. The first one is, I thank thee, O precious Savior, for all thou hast given me, for blessings so rich and countless, as vast as the rolling sea. Thy care and thy love enfold me. So great are they, Lord, for me. So great are they, Lord, for me. In the chorus, I thank thee for days full of sunshine, for trials of deepest night. I thank thee, my precious Savior, for thou guidest all things aright. Verse 2, I thank thee, O precious Savior, for hardships upon my way. I've learned from my trials and burdens to humbly thy will obey. Thou fillest my heart with gladness, and all things are joy to me. And all things are joy to me. That's really a statement of faith there. She's talking about those things that are so painful still being a joy. And she tells you why in the next verse. My life in thy hands is resting. O Savior, I thank thee so. Thou plannest my good in all things that come as life's way I go. I thank thee that all thou sendest is only the best for me, is only the best for me. And the chorus again. I thank thee for days full of sunshine, for trials of deepest night. I thank thee, my precious Savior, for thou guidest all things aright. So I've already talked for like 11 and a half minutes. So how about I actually play the song now? And again, I just kind of arranged it today. So if mistakes happen, that's how it goes. So here we go. I'll probably put the words in the description too, so you can kind of like sing them along or you know, say them along with the melody as I play it. So it's called I Thank Thee, O Precious Savior. happy Easter to all of you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, talk to you later.